What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, me going over the should you summon for ominous NEBULA ZELDRIS. Before we actually hop into the video, make sure to subscribe to your boy Amazing. We are on the road to 25k subscribers, man, and at the time of recording this video, guys, we're at 24,646 subscribers on the YouTube channel. You guys have been showing an insane amount of support, man, lately with the videos, and we're closing in on 25k. It's gonna be very cool, so definitely make sure to subscribe if you have not already. With that out of the way, let's hop in and talk about should you be pulling for ominous NEBULA ZELDRIS. Alright, guys, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the banner real quick. We're gonna go over his kit on GC database, and then I'm gonna give you guys my final thoughts on if you should be summoning, what's coming in the future, basically everything you guys need to know about if you should be summoning on the ZELDRIS banner. So let's hop in and talk about the characters featured first. So for the characters featured on the banner, we have ominous NEBULA ZELDRIS rate up at 0.5%, green DM Meliodas, red Elizabeth, blue Jericho. So these are all the New Year's units from the first year of the game. Mark II Valenti, Brunhild, Red Easton, Halloween Matrona, Miguelda, Lilia, Red Hair Liz, right? Green Sariel, Jormungand, and Red Tarmiel. So in general, guys, as you can see, the banner is pretty stacked. I will say it is pretty stacked. You know, the filler is actually probably the best filler we've gotten in 2022. Like, I can't even argue against it. It is one of the best fillers. Having Red Tarmiel, Green Sariel, Jormungand, Miguelda on the same banner alone is good enough. And then you have Christmas Lilia, even the red hair Liz, the red one is super good. Matrona, a lot of people are missing. Brunhild's a staple bird unit. You know, Mark II Valenti and Awakened Eastern aren't the craziest in the world, but you know, the New Year's units themselves as well are 4 spawning demons. Like, this is a good banner, man. It really is for what it is, right? So that's the characters featured, and that's going to be the percent on the rates as well, 3%. So now that we've kind of went over the banner, guys, let me pull up GC database real quick, and let's go over the kit of ominous NEBULA ZELDRIS and see what he's capable of doing. Alright, guys, so I pulled up ominous NEBULA ZELDRIS on GC database. Let's actually talk about his kit and kind of go over here. So first things first, let's go over his passive here. So for every applicable ally on the battlefield in PvP, increases the applicable ally's attack related stats by 4% and decreases all enemies attack by 6%. Specific ally is going to be demon or hero with a commandment. So basically, any hero or hero with a commandment is going to be getting an extra 4% attack related stats for the team, and also going to be decreasing the enemy's attack by 6% per character that is a demon or a commandment on the field on your ally team, not on the enemy team. So that's just something to take into account. It's a pretty good passive, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the craziest thing in the world, but it's definitely a nice support type passive right there. ZELDRIS' first card here is going to be Pulverize. So if you guys don't know what Pulverize is, 20% additional damage for each ultimate move gauge in the hero's ultimate move gauge available, and then it also reduces the enemy's ultimate move gauge when you're at 4 gauge or higher, which is very nice. So this card is the exact same card as Festival Goldthirst. So if you guys have used Festival Goldthirst's single target gauge reduction skill, it's the same thing. From what I've seen, it's not the craziest like in actual play, but it's still okay. For his second card here, you guys can see he has AoE Infect on all skill ranks here, which is very, very strong. The only caveat between this card and Rimmeroo's is that this one is not going to be hitting as hard as Rimmeroo's in general, because Rimmeroo's gaining like a lot more basic stats, and ZELDRIS is not going to be able to hit as hard turn 1, let's say, as like a Rimmeroo. Okay, but now the final thing we got going here is going to be the ultimate. So his ultimate is going to inflict weak point damage equal to 210% of attack on all enemies. This is going to scale up to 315% of attack at 6 out of 6, and weak point is triple the damage against debuffed enemies. Alright, guys, so that's going to be ZELDRIS' kit on GC database. Kind of went over everything that we've gone over there. In terms of the basic stats, they're all pretty good, right? You know, for what it is. I'm actually going to pull up CC ranking here so you guys can see what his CC is looking like as well. So we have the CC ranking website, and we can kind of check that before we actually go to you know what I'm saying, before we go to the character banner itself. So let me scroll down here. We gotta wait till it loads in, because a lot of the characters here have not loaded in yet. So yeah, so we're scrolling down here. Solomon Meliodas is there. You know, we keep scrolling down here till we find the ZELDRIS. I think the ZELDRIS is higher, actually, unless I missed him. Let me see, is he higher here? Yeah, he is. So here he is right here. So he's going to be 34k CC. By the way, guys, this CC ranking list does all of it at this setup. So basically, you are level 100, Super Awakening 6, 1 out of 6, Holy Relic if they have it included, and the fighting class excluding equipment and normal costumes. So just regular Zeldris as himself. So Zeldris is right under Green Sariel. And that's Green Sariel with Holy Relic, by the way, and right under Ludociel. So, you know, he's fairly good for what he is. I do think, you know, in terms of CC, he's okay. He's not as good as Festival Zeldris. Like, if we look at Festival Zeldris, he's literally in the top 6 CC units in the ungeared category, basically, guys. Top 7. So, yeah, in comparison to Festival Zeldris, it's not the craziest thing in the world. But, yeah, so that's going to be Ominous Nebula Zeldris' info. Let's move back to the banner, and we'll talk about my final thoughts and if you guys should be summoning on the banner. Alright guys, should you be summoning on the Ominous Nebula Zeldris banner? In my opinion, guys, I would say to actually, and this is really tough to say, but Zeldris himself, if you guys have watched like Nagato's videos, Devo's videos, anyone that's like showcased Zeldris, you'll have seen that he's not that, like, you know, crazy. Okay, he's not that crazy. One thing to take note though is that Zeldris is a limited unit. He is basically a seasonal. So he's going to act as like a Summer Merlin, a Christmas Lilia, where he's not going to come back often, right? So he's not going to be here often. He's probably not going to be on festival banners. Beats actually let me know on Twitter that limited units do not come often on festival banners unless Netmarble decides to put them on themselves, basically. Like, if there's ever a vote banner or anything like that, we're not going to be able to vote for Ominous Nebula Zeldris being on the banner because he's a limited unit. They did specify that he is going to be limited. So that is something to take into account. If you do want to pick him up just for the fact that he's going to be limited, you know, that's available. And, you know, the banner itself is not a bad banner. You know what I mean? It's not a bad banner, okay? Like, if you guys summon on this, like, it's good, okay? It's definitely a good banner. But remember, guys, that the Ragnarok unit that's going to be for Skull and Hadi will probably be end of month of this month for JP. So we got Ominous Nebula Zeldris like last Tuesday on JP, or last Thursday. And so 2 weeks from that Thursday, I don't know the exact time frame, but it'll be like, because we got Ominous Nebula on Thursday on the 11th. So on the 25th of August, we'll probably get the Ragnarok character that's meant for, you know, Skull and Hadi, and that's going to be able to, you know, help a lot of the people trying to clear Skull and Hadi in general and get them, you know, all 3 floor clears every single week. So, you know, it honestly depends. Like, Zeldris as a character is not the craziest thing in the world. He is limited, and I think he will be part of the demon team on the best demon team over time. Not right now, but over time he will be on the best demon team, in my opinion, because he's still missing a relic, so he can still surpass Fest Zeldris, right? Because he's a little bit weaker than Fest Zeldris right now, but that's only because he doesn't have a relic. So, you know, it's kind of hard to put them against each other. So, you know, in my opinion, I would say, you know, if you want to summon on Zeldris' banner to try and snipe him, or also snipe Red Tarmiel, feel free, man. The banner itself is good. Like, you're probably missing dupes on all these characters here. Like, I don't think anyone summoning on this banner, unless you're like a whale, has a lot of these characters duped up like crazy anyway. So it's not a bad banner to summon on. But remember, guys, that the Ragnarok banner will be coming soon. So just bear that in mind. If you do plan on summoning on this banner, remember to save at least 600 gems for the next Ragnarok banner, because if you do want to clear Skull and Hadi and get all the Skull and Hadi relics, you're gonna need the character that's able to beat Skull and Hadi. I made a video talking about, is the card set even worth, you know, getting for Skull and Hadi, and kind of talking about, like, will that make it easy enough to not need a unit? And you still need a unit, man. I have 6/6 Freyr and I still lose on Skull and Hadi. That's just to give you guys an idea. Like, it's not an easy task, man. It really is not an easy task. So, you know, getting that character so that you're able to get future demon relics, or that you're able to get future giant relics, I think it's going to help your account overall a lot more than if you were to pick up this Zeldris, let's say. So I think in general, if you're a free-to-play player, unfortunately, because of the circumstance, like, if the Ragnarok unit wasn't coming up so soon, I would say to just summon on the banner, because it's not a bad banner at all. But I would say for most free-to-play players, probably just skip out on the banner. I mean, you can throw a few multis on the banner, but I wouldn't go too deep or anything like that, man. Just kind of try your luck, see if you get Zelda, see if you get Red Tarmiel, and call it a day. So that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a good rest of your day.